Yep.
What's good?
Yep.
What's good? Let's get to it.
Let's let the people in. YouTube, what up?
Yeah, what's going on? What's the vibes? Thank you for joining us. Back for another jam-packed, gym-packed situation. We got a lot to cover today. We're about to get right to it in a minute.
All diamonds. It's a diamond heist. That's what we're calling it now. Ain't no more gems. It's just a diamond heist.
You know?
This is the new diamond district, yo.
Yeah, for sure, man.
If y'all missed last week, man, y'all missed those earnings calls last week, shame on you.
Hope everybody is staying safe out here, staying encouraged. You know, it's crazy out here with Corona and still going crazy. Hasn't stopped yet. But you know, it is what it is. We're gonna get through it no matter what, regardless.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's a big week.
This is a big one. This is
a big week. The country's opening back up in some places.
Facts. We started off with a super chat already. Shout out to Andre Murphy. Appreciate you. And yeah, we got a lot of stuff planned for Market Mondays too. This is just the beginning. Spoke to Ian a little while ago, and he got some dope ideas next week. I don't want to let the cat out the bag yet. But, we got a lot of stuff that we're working on with Market Mondays to just kind of keep it exciting, keep it fresh, keep it new. And it's always going to be a bunch of value as always. So yeah, man, let's do it, man. As soon as Ian get in. Oh, what's up, brother?
How y'all doing? How you feeling, man?
Doing good. How you?
Good. I'm good, man. Happy Monday to y'all. I know you was playing at Takashi all weekend, so you ready for a good Market Mondays.
Yo, I don't know who that is. That's what I'm going with. I don't know that. He from New York?
I don't know where you're from. That face you shot me, y'all gotta turn that to a meme. That's funny.
Yeah, man, it's crazy times we living in, man. Happy Mother's Day to all the ladies too. Happy belated Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Hopefully you had an enjoyable day yesterday during this crazy time that we're in. Hopefully you got some time to, you know, pamper yourself or just take it easy. You know,
that's it, man. Relax, reflect.
We wouldn't be here without the ladies, so gotta pay homage to all the mothers out there for sure.
Yeah, and I want to give a shout out to my family. Rest in peace to my Aunt Carla. So to my cousin Cara, I love you. To my dad, my uncle Shelly Boo, my uncle Derek, my uncle Chris, I love y'all. After this, I want you guys to text and call somebody that you love in your family you haven't talked to for in a while, and tell them that you love them because you don't know when it's going to be the last time you talk to them. Shout out to my mom too.
No, that's a fact, man. God bless. Send my condolences again. And yeah, you're right, man. It's like, and we can never take anything for granted. And you know, especially during this time that we're in. And that's why, you know, we talk about financial planning a lot. And it's like you got to plan for not just yourself, for your heirs, for your generation. And
yeah,
you never know. You never know what could happen. And like I said, this is you know, it's crazy times that we living in. So we can never take anything for granted. We got to live life to the fullest. And yeah, God bless everybody out there that's maybe struggling from health issues or may have passed away this year.
Yeah,
sure.
And we said that every time we leave one of these lives, man, reach out to us, call somebody that you haven't spoken to in a while just to check on them, man. May is Mental Health Month, so we're going to highlight that tomorrow with our episode that's coming out. But yeah, check on somebody, man. Go through your contact list, somebody if you haven't heard from in a while, just to see how they're doing, man. You never know what one text can do. It could change somebody's day and somebody's life, man. So make sure y'all reach out.
Yeah, that's big too. Mental health is definitely big. So, you know, social isolation, social distancing is something that we can't take for granted. So, you know, just, you never know what a couple kind words can do, words of encouragement, you know. So again, I want to start off with, can you tell the people, I know you had a big morning this morning. Yeah, what happened today?
Hold on one second, because my audio, my connection got messed up real quick. Let me get back right.
In the meantime, I'll update everybody what's going on. So this week, we got a big week. I implore any EYL University member, if you're not in our private Facebook group, you're doing yourself a tremendous disservice. All you got to do is just go to Facebook and request to join EYL University private real estate Facebook group. This week is a huge week for us. We got a private class tomorrow just for the EYL University Facebook group, which is how to analyze a real estate deal, rehab.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then Wednesday, we got the big one with Tia Blair, how to build $1 million real estate portfolio in 1 year.
Yeah, we're supposed to have a Tia in Philly, so this is gonna be a treat.
Yeah, and then Sunday is the movie review.
Yo, listen, man. All my earners that's in here right now, shout out to y'all. Yesterday's movie review was incredible. I mean, like, I'm just a facilitator at this point, man. I'm just facilitating the conversation, man. I'm learning. We watched the movie 99 Homes. I had never heard of it, but everybody came. I'm telling you, man, it's a definitely must see. I slept on it, and then when I watched it, I said, "Oh, this is one." And then we had the conversation yesterday for about an hour and a half on Mother's Day. So shout out to everybody that was in there. It was incredible. It was incredible. And shout out to Janet. She put the notes up. So if you're in the real estate group, go check the notes that Janet provided. And if you missed it, man, don't miss this Sunday.
Yeah. Miss this one. So yeah, once again, make sure you join the real estate group. That's popping crazy. And we are doing a sale, 40% off for all earners with code EYL 199 for the year. That's annual membership. You go to EYL University and you enter code EYL 199, and that is 40% off. It's almost impossible. It is extremely impossible not to get your money's worth in 1 month.
And you get that in a week.
No, it's 1 week.
If you really focus a day.
Yeah, 40% off EYLUniversity.com, enter code EYL 199.
Yeah, I see people on YouTube. Yeah, 99 Homes. Yep, it looked like it was in Florida.
Yeah,
so go check that out.
That was a good one.
Yeah, check it out.
Ian, you had a live trading session today. That's something that I don't think you ever done that before, right?
No, I do it every day. It was open for everyone, to the public, every Monday. So you guys can come into the room and see us talk about stocks, see us trade. So I know, depending on when you come in, like at first, I may not win you over with personality, right? But over time, some things kind of pan out. But I want people to see how we trade, how we call it. So shout out to the people that were in the room today. It was like 350 people in the room.
Don't shortchange it, bro. I was in there. It was 452 people.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. I don't want to look like I'm bragging. You know, I remember being
I was definitely there. Yeah. I was in there watching it, and I was just like, wow, this is incredible, man. You had, because I'm thinking like 9:30, I was really going to be in there. And when I saw the numbers, I called Jamal like, yo, bro, Ian live right now. We got to watch this. And so we was all in there watching. It was incredible. Shout out.
Yes. So every day we trade the ES features and bond features like we talked about in the first podcast. If you guys haven't listened to that, check out episode 70. I'm not just a talking head, right? I trade and invest for a living. So, but we went through all the stocks. Like we talked about, Moderna was up 12% at one point we were on. So that went off like crazy. Tech was back to the upside. And of course, AMC was the big talk out of town because they may get bought out by Amazon. So we went through every stock. I think every stock today for the stock club members was up as well. So today was a good day. It was really good. It was really good for people to see it and talk to us about it in real time so they can like tie some of the strategy and insight together.
Yeah, I love the structure in there, man. Everybody got to raise their hand. Don't just call out. You have the team in there regulating.
Yeah, man, it makes it a lot smoother.
So let's get right into it. Speaking of AMC, that was the big news for today. It was that Amazon, a rumor broke overnight that Amazon. So all right, let's back it up a little bit. AMC, the biggest like movie chain in America, I think. And like a month ago, when this whole Corona thing was at its peak, news broke that AMC was potentially never open again because they got downgraded. They got downgraded in their ratings, and they was already in a bunch of trouble, obviously, because streaming was up. So it was speculation that they could completely collapse due to Corona. And then it was speculation like, well, will the movie industry, like movie theater industry just fall apart? Because it's like, people aren't going to movies anymore. They can just stream. So their stock just fell apart. So it was a surprise for most people today when they woke up and they saw that in a pre-trading, the stock was up like 30%. And then like in the opening bell went up like 56%. because it was a rumor that broke overnight that Amazon was in talks to acquire AMC. So this is interesting to me on a few different levels, because the Amazon play, I mean, Jeff Bezos, he's probably my favorite entrepreneur, like as far as the moves that he makes, hated to love it.
Yeah,
The dude is
top five.
he's
Yep.
different. He's different. So, you know, it's like, okay, is this actually going to happen? Is it not going to happen? And then from Amazon's point of view, we've seen Amazon, like we talked about on the podcast before, diapers.com. Remember that?
Yep.
So diapers.com, that's one of the crazy stories ever, where they brought a whole company and wasted like almost like $100 million, I think, something like that, just to collapse the company. So it's like, from Amazon's point of view, like, if this is true, are they buying it just to really collapse the movie theater industry even more, and just, you know, or we see Amazon moving to brick and mortar a lot. Like it's interesting, because we always say like brick and mortar is dead, but Amazon is one of the few companies that's actually moving towards brick and mortar. They brought Whole Foods. Right. They have Amazon Go, which is their cashierless grocery store. They have Amazon Books. So this might be in line of like, now they already have a streaming service with Amazon Prime. What is it called? Amazon Prime. Yep. Yeah. So now they can potentially screen their movies in an actual movie theater. They'll be like the first one to actually have that.
So that's interesting you said, because we saw Netflix do it first when they did it with what was the movie with that just came out with Pacino, De Niro, and Pesci?
Irishman.
The Irishman. The Irishman was in the movie theaters first, short, very limited release, and then it came out to Netflix a month later. So we've seen that play, and Netflix actually lost money on that because they spent so much money doing it. But they actually have won the year prior an Academy Award for a movie that they did. They put it on Netflix, then went to the theater. So in my mind, I was like, all right, from a streaming standpoint, maybe they're trying to compete. But there's also that risk reward. It's like, this company's so low right now. If they get it, what's it really going to cost them, right? There's no loss in it.
Yeah. So what's your take on the situation?
I know Amazon always plays a long-term game. So people were asking, was AMC a good investment? If you were in it at $2, yes, I still don't love it. Amazon is the play here. Like you said, they have a chance to take their movies and put them into brick and mortar. If they want to do that, they also could collapse. And we talked about I think maybe 3 weeks ago, that maybe a venture capital firm will come in, acquire AMC, but it's a good fit for Amazon. And the thing is, like, they want market share everywhere. They don't just want books, they just don't want Prime, they just don't want, like you said, diapers or house goods. They want the entire space. So this is a good play for them to be able to get into the market and have some of the people going to physical movie theaters for them. And Amazon is willing to sit on a loss for 7 or 8 years in order to get a return. It's a pretty damn good investment. I don't like AMC the stock, but Amazon, I love.
Yeah. I was watching Kramer earlier, and they were comparing it to the Amazon to the creature in Stranger Things. If you're a Stranger Things fan, you know what I'm talking about. Yep. That lives in the underworld and just snatches up everything until there's nothing left. Yeah. And it looks like that's where they headed with this, man.
Yeah.
And that's why I tell everyone, like, if you're in business, you're not just competing against your main competitors. You're competing against everything that draws attention in. So you need offline and brick and mortar. So they'll probably lose some money on it for a while, but overall market share, they'll be able to take care of it and capitalize off of. And can I share my screen real quick and just share where AMC is today?
Yeah, I think your Wi-Fi might be a little choppy.
I'm plugged into, I thought it was on your end, because I'm plugged into Ethernet.
Okay. We good?
That's weird.
Pretty good.
All right.
But you can see, if you guys can see my screen, let me know if you can see it.
Not yet.
It's black.
Nope. I'll stop sharing, but it barely moves. AMC barely, it jumped up a lot today from 396 up to 6. But if you guys go back to that 5-year chart, it barely moved any at all. So it's not worth, if you guys are trying to chase it, don't touch it. You'll be very happy that you left it alone and just had Amazon.
Yeah, it actually went down a lot from like 5 years ago, it was $32. Mm-hmm. It's high 5 years ago, and it's like, hovering around 5. Today was a big day, obviously.
35.
Yeah, today was a big day, obviously, but the company's been doing bad for a long time. So a lot of people was like, and this is one thing on Wall Street. This is an interesting case study too, because it's like a lot of people in the comment section, they're like, well, there's no proof that Amazon's going to buy it. It's just a rumor. It doesn't matter if it's proof or not for stocks to move. It's an old saying on Wall Street, buy the rumor, sell the news. So stocks move on rumors all the time. It doesn't have to be true. It doesn't even have to have any validity at all. Like stocks move on rumors. As you see, it went up 56% on a rumor. Now, we don't know if they actually going to buy it or not, but that's why they say buy the rumor, sell the news, because it's like a lot of times, like let's say hypothetically, Amazon does decide to buy AMZ, right? I mean, it's such a long-term play. They got so much debt that even if they decide to buy them, the hype behind it, it'll probably die down anyway, and it'll probably go down. So that's why, like, it's like, I learned that early on. Just go ahead.
It started going up at 5:30. So for those of you who are looking, by the time you heard the news at 8 o'clock Central, the move was already over. It went from like 475 to 755 before 7:30 a.m. Central, and then it fell down. So a lot of times you guys are chasing the move. It's no good. So be very careful. I don't like AMC, but I love Amazon. I love Amazon. Like you say, it's a behemoth that is going to run this era for a long time.
Thanks. Shout out to Jermaine Walker, $100 super chat. Appreciate that. We're gonna take some questions.
We got a question. Ryan, you are unmuted. Unmute yourself.
Ryan, you unmuted, Ryan.
Oh, me?
What's up, man?
What's up, bro?
Oh man, that was an accident.
I'm just
enjoying.
Appreciate you. We go to Akil.
Achilles.
All right.
What's going on? What's going
Peace. How
on?
y'all doing, brothers? I'm good, brother.
We
I'm
good, man. How you?
Just had a couple of questions. I'm good. Is it a delay in my phone?
No, go ahead. You good?
Can y'all hear me?
No, you're good. Go ahead.
No, you good?
You
good.
All right, great. I didn't really have so much a question for. I didn't so much have a question for Ian today. He answered me back in my chats. What's up, Ian? How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, brother. Just wanted to go ahead and say peace to you and your family. And but for the brothers on ESL, I was trying to gain the access to the book club and the movie club, but I haven't been able to gain that link yet. How do I gain access to that?
Yeah, all you gotta do is just join the private real estate group. So just go to Facebook and just request to join the private real estate Facebook group, and we'll let you in. And it's all the information is in the Facebook group.
Most definitely.
All right, bro. So yeah, and if you got any other questions, just feel free to email info@earnyourleisure.
All right, Leonard, we coming to you. You unmuted. Unmute yourself.
Can you hear me?
What's up, Leonard? Yeah, we hear you perfect.
Not much. How you guys doing today? Good. I had an AI question. I saw a company called NRC. I want to know, have you guys heard about it and what you think about it?
Let me look it up for you right now.
What's the ticker?
Could you hear me?
I don't love it.
Okay.
What's the ticker?
NRC.
Yeah.
NRC.
At $40.60. Yeah, at $40.60, I like it. At 42, other than that, I won't touch it.
Okay. Is there anyone that's in like a similar field you like that does like that kind of AI?
No,
I don't know if you guys hear me or not.
All the ones I love are, yeah, I can hear you, brother. All the ones I like are tech related right now, and everything else AI related. I'm not a huge fan of at the moment. But if you give me one and I'll look at it, I'll be honest and tell you if it's good or not. The NRC at $40.60 or $41 is good. Other than that, I would not touch it. I would not touch it.
Okay, thank you.
All right,
Thank you. I
appreciate you, bro. Ivan, we coming to you. Ivan, you unmuted. Unmute yourself.
You hear me?
Yeah, we hear you perfect.
Yes,
So
how are you?
my take, how you guys feel about the gaming stock? Like one is a PENN, PENN. I know sports eventually will come back. So would it be the time to buy in low and just sit on it?
You missed a good spot around like $12.50, but if you can get in, maybe at 15, you're gonna have to hold it for 11 months, 10 or 11 months. It can come back, and you'll be good. But
Yeah, I'm not worried about.
again, like, I think tech is better. And it's, you said what?
No, I think we got a little delay. I'm just listening to you.
Yeah, you good. Yeah, PENN is okay. If you can get it around $15, it'll be good. The upside to it is it'll go to 32, maybe $35, but I don't love it, but it's okay if you get it at $15.
Okay, cool. Because I got it at, I want to say I got it roughly around like 12.
Hold it. Hold it to 32 or 35. You'll be good. That's a really good entry. Hold it.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, bro. Ian, I want to ask you about just the gaming industry and mainly casinos. I know we talked about that before, but like that's something that's really interesting to me because I feel like, you know, it's up and down. Nobody really knows the future of what's going to happen. But would you ever be bullish on casinos like in the near future, or do you think like that's more of a long-term situation? It's going to take a long time to recover.
Yeah, it's gonna be long term. But if they get to a certain price, I'm happy to buy it because I know when MGM, everything across the board won't go bankrupt. I mean, it'll just be a long term hold. And the reason why I stress to everyone to hold a couple stocks long term, because once you do it once, it's easy to do again, and there won't be any issue. So if MGM gets down to a certain price, I'll be happy to buy a ton of shares. Same with Win, and but now it's too high. It's too high.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Shout out to Daryl on the super chat. Appreciate it. Shout out to Shaq on the super chat. Appreciate it. Daryl said is Qualcomm too high at $80. QCOM. QCOM.
Yes. Wait for 70. It's way too high. For my tech, I know we're having some issues in terms of sharing, but for my technical traders, if you put your fibs over that 5 year, 80 is like right above the 61.8. Yeah, I'll wait for probably $70 to buy Qualcomm. If you're looking to hold it for a long-term investment, you'll be good. But to get the best gain out of it, I will wait for like 70 and grab it at that price.
Okay.
Yeah.
No
All right, we got a question. Arthur, we coming to you. What's going on, bro? Unmute yourself. You're unmuted.
Peace. Man, I'm up to raise my hand. My apologies. I'll be back in a second. I'll raise my hand by mistake.
No problem.
All right. Arthur, what's good, though? Everything good?
Yeah, that was an accident.
Yeah, everything good money,
Ryan,
yo.
unmute yourself.
Everything good money.
All right, bro. Go ahead, Ryan.
Hello?
Yeah,
Hello?
Ryan, we hear you. What's up?
Ryan, what's going on?
Ryan, how?
Yeah, yes, we hear you.
Yeah, I've been looking at. I've been seeing a lot of news about cloud-based software or companies lately. I want to know if there's any good ones that you think out there right now for the picking.
Man, one of the ones I love is in the stock club, so I can't give it away. But if you have one in mind that you love, Amazon, of course, is a good leader in cloud services. But if you have one in mind, I'd be happy to tell you what I think about it.
I'm part of the stock club, so I'll telegram you.
Thank you. Yeah, go to the All-Star
Make
picks.
sure.
It's in there. Yeah, shout out to everybody in the stock club. You guys killed it today. Thank you.
You know what
Appreciate you
company I
guys.
like? You know, appreciate. You know what company I like, and obviously, like it's been doing. If you follow the stock market, it's been doing really well. That I wanted to get your take on is Salesforce.
I love Benioff. I love Salesforce. Always have, always will. They're killing at 182.67 a day. They'll probably hit their all-time high or close to it, like in 2 weeks. Salesforce is amazing, amazing, and I think they'll be primed. If people end up working from home, they'll be front and center part of that movement. I know Facebook, I think on the consumer side will do well, but Salesforce will do incredibly well on the B2B side. Yeah, they'll do great. I love that company.
Speaking of that stay-home economy, before we left last Monday, Chegg, the online school platform, had a crazy day last time we spoke. What do you think about the prospects of them continuing to rise? I know they went from last Monday, they went from $43 up to $61, almost over 40% increase.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts? Because YouTube was going crazy last Monday saying, yo, what about them? What about them? What's your thoughts?
I feel like it's a little bit high to buy it. They're going to slide back in about a week or so. But if they can continue with good management, they'll be primed to take advantage of this. Because now, like, I truly believe within the next 10 years, probably half of schooling, and maybe 25% of schooling is going to be done online. Like this Corona thing is going to forever change how we do business and part of how we do schooling. So they are a prime leader to take advantage of that.
Hey, Odell, you are unmuted. Go ahead.
Question about two stocks particularly. First would be Fastly, FSLY. I own it at 17. They reported earnings last week Friday. They beat earnings. I don't know if I should sell now, take profits, or add to my position. I'm dollar cost in at 17.
I have the answer for you.
I didn't know if I should take profits now or. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, take half profit now and let the other half run. You got in at a great spot. Amazing entry. Amazing entry. Hold it. Take half of the profit so you can enjoy your game and let the other half run and you'll be good. Great entry. What was the other stock you had?
Hey, Odell, what was the other stock?
Speak up a little bit. Speak up a little bit, Odell.
All right. Okay. So the other stock is Peloton, PTON. I want to add my positions. I didn't know if it would make sense to do it now or what's a good entry point for that.
Give me the ticker again.
PTON.
Oh, Peloton. Where did you get in?
Peloton, correct. I'm not in Peloton. I want to get into Peloton for their next earnings.
You gotta wait. It's too high now. Hold on. Give me a second. At 31 flat,
Peloton went on a run.
Wait for it to come down. Yeah, you gotta wait. It's too high. You gotta wait for like 31 to 30. Yeah.
Yeah, Peloton went on one of those runs. It goes back to that stay-home economy. As gyms were closing, people still wanted to work out. So their numbers came back crazy. They're up 50% for 2020. So shout out to Peloton. I actually am an investor in their products and in their stocks.
Peloton has some issues with we were talking about that with the music.
Yeah. So early in the year, we actually reported that. So Peloton, if you've ever used it, they have these exercise classes, and part of the exercise class, they play music. So there was actually a lawsuit because they didn't get licensed to use the music inside of the actual programming. So they're battling that. So we'll see how that case works out. But a lot of people are investing in it because it's not just a bike. There's actually classes that people can actually take and subscribe to. So I think people didn't really know all of the details of the company, and they're slowly finding out right now. Like I said, they're up 50% for this year. Morgan, we're coming to you. YouTube and Zoom. I know we got some technical difficulties with the Wi-Fi. Don't take that. Yeah, I know we got some
but if the
technical
stock
difficulties. We're
off-
working on it. Hopefully it can clear it up.
Yeah, hopefully it will. Yeah, just wait for it to come back down. Don't chase it at a high. That's the same issue that Buffett had with the airlines, VOO. Whatever stock you like, wait for the price. And then you guys are golden, I promise you. Peloton is a good company, but it's too high right now.
Morgan, you're unmuted. Go ahead.
Hey, Ian, I just want. Can you hear me?
Yes, how you doing?
I wanted to get Ian's opinion on SWKS Skyworks.
Love it. Are you in it already?
No.
If you're in it, if you're not in it, look for like around 93 or 92 to get in it. You'll be good. I love the company though.
And the other one is SYY.
No, I wouldn't touch Cisco right now. I wouldn't touch it. If you can get it at 35 and it drops back that far, you're good. But anything at 50, 60, or 40, don't touch it. We'll be best friends if you listen to me.
Jessica, we coming to you. Unmute yourself. You've been unmuted, Jessica. Go ahead.
Hey, how are you?
What's up, Jessica?
I'm good. How are you?
Hello? I'm good. I'm part of the Red Panda. Thank you guys. Thank you, EYL, for all the information you're putting out.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
I had two questions. One, I wanted to know, I kind of been reading some stuff about like the government is starting to crack down or kind of look at Amazon a little more close on the microscope as far as the antitrust laws, especially since their business is basically booming during the corona. So they might be viewed as a monopoly. I wanted to see if you had heard anything about that and how would that maybe affect their stock price. And then also I wanted to know what you felt about LabCorp stock.
I'll address LabCorp first. Give me one quick second. Well, what's the ticker for LabCorp?
LH.
LH, okay. LabCorp, like 140 or 150 is a good price if you're already in it. Continue to hold it. As far as Amazon, for those of us that are old enough to remember the Microsoft antitrust thing, same song, different era. Amazon is going to be okay. Like it's going to be very hard to break their company up. And even if they do a split, and let's say they go to 240, 750, it's still going to be an incredibly valuable company. I mean, I went out to get a microphone today at Micro Center. It took me 30 minutes to go into the store. They didn't even have the microphone that I have. I'm like, I should have just ordered it off Amazon anyway and been done. Legal monopoly, yes, they're going to be dominant for at least the next 10 years. They're in the tech space. Bezos is one of the greatest entrepreneurs of all time. They'll be fine. They're high as hell right now, but for those of you in the stock club that are in it, continue to hold it. Like it's paid off very well. So don't worry about that for the next 4 or 5 years. You'll be good.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jessica.
So much.
Let's take a question from YouTube. YouTube, Melissa said, what about AJG for long term? And shout out to Wall Street Trapper on the super chat check-in. That's the bro.
Trap, what up?
Shout out, Trap.
Yeah,
My guy.
AG. Yeah.
It's okay. I don't love Gallagher. It's okay. There are other companies that are outperform it by a mile. If you have it and you've been in since 50 or 60, you can hold on to it. But there are other companies, even in like the medical space, that are like better, like Stryker, SYK, that will outperform and have outperformed it over these last 3 months. So I don't like Gallagher. And I'm only going to tell you guys to invest in the companies that I think are going to give you the highest rate of return. So it's not that I have a bias towards anything. I don't sit on any boards. I just want to put you in things that are going to make you the most money.
All right, David Ramirez, you are unmuted. Unmute yourself. Go ahead. What's up, Dave?
Yo, what's up?
It's good.
Got 2 questions. I want to know about BRKB, the Berkshire Hathaway B shares. And is it a good time to get in right now? Because they look low. They look like it might be an opportunity. And then the other stock. I want to know what you know. Well, I want to know what you think about DraftKings too. The sports is down now, but once they get back, they're gonna boom. Oh yeah, focus on DraftKings. Let me skip them.
Yeah,
I be looking at all last stocks.
Dave, when I give the earnings, who's going to be reporting earnings? We're going to talk about DraftKings because they're actually going to be doing their earnings this week. So we're going to get into that. Dave.
I bet that.
Yeah, Berkshire Hathaway B shares, I like it at 161.30. 161.30. You can get some at 171 if you want to, but if you're looking for a price, 161.30 is a good area to get in.
Appreciate you, David. Everybody's saying that's an epic pick, bro. It is.
What's that?
His picture on it that was on the screen. Milton, what's going on? You are unmuted. Unmute yourself. What's going on?
Yeah, what's good?
Everything good?
What's good?
Yeah, shout out from LA.
That's Coast. What up?
I got a question. Hello?
Yeah, you good?
Yeah, I got a question on Boeing. You think I should still buy in on it? I got in at 135, but I'm hearing not too much good news about it, and they got a lot of debt too.
You got in high. It's a stock club pick, so I can't give exact prices, but if you can grab it like 110, you'll be okay. 135 was too high.
I personally think Boeing has a chance to get back to 110. That's just my own personal opinion. I think Boeing has a chance to get back to 110.
Yeah. And when it gets there, buy it. When we meet in 2 years.
Okay, so you want me to sit on it?
You'll give me the best dap and somebody you know. Yeah, get it at that price.
I got you. I got one more question. One more quick question though about Beyond Meat. You think it's too high right now? I got in at like 85. And it's a hello?
You got it at a good price. It has a little more room to go. They probably top out at like 150. Yeah, it's at 130.82 right now. So if you got in at 85, you got in at a good spot. I would take some profit off, maybe half, and then let the rest run. They'll probably go to 151.15 in about 3 or 4 weeks, and you'll be good. Yeah.
All right, man. I appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you asking about Beyond. A good area for Beyond is like $68. If you want to set a limit order, $68 flat. Wait for it. And you guys always ask, is it going to come down? It's going to come back down. I promise you. Every company at some point is going to come back down. 68 is a good one. So that'll be a freebie for everybody on YouTube and in the Zoom too. Mark that off.
Appreciate that. Stefan on the super chat, he said, thoughts on SE long term. I brought shares at 35. I keep buying. How high you think they will reach by the end of the year?
You got in at 35, man. You killing. I would take 25% of the profit off. And how high can they get? This is a good one. So everyone watching on YouTube and everyone in Zoom chat, write this one down. This one is solid. Do not buy it in the 50s or 60s, but the highest I see it getting to will be like 110, maybe in a year and a half. SE is good. You got it at a very good price. Very good price.
What company is SE? What does that stand for?
C Limited. C Limited. So it's one of those sleeper picks that a lot of people have not heard about, but it's been running up since January or February of 2019, and it's been on a bullish run ever since then. So he got in at a very good price, man. Like, yeah, very good.
Janet, what is going on? Top earner. Janet.
Hi, Rashad. How are you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. So quick question I have for Ian. I wanted to ask about Bank of America and Disney. What do you think about those two for a long-term hold?
Let me look at Bank of America. I don't like Bank of America. If you're in it already, I can give you insight. If you're not in it, I would tell you not to touch it. I like the company, don't like the stock. It's not low enough for me yet to want to touch it. I don't like it until it gets to like 14. Disney, I like a lot. At maybe, if you can get it at 90 or 100 flat, you'll be good. It's going to have to be a multi-year hold. So minimum of a 5-year hold. Once the parks open back up and people start going back out,
Right.
maybe about 2 years, but you'll be happy in 2 years that you've had it. Good company, good leadership, great brand. Disney Plus is solid. Just no one can go to the parks or anything. So, but if you get it now at 90 and some change or 100, you'll be good if you hold it for 5 years.
All right. Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Janet.
Thank you, Janet. Appreciate it.
Yeah, Michael Hartley, what's going on? Unmute yourself. The floor is yours.
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
Everything good.
How are you?
How you doing?
Yeah, I want to ask a question. I was on this morning call and I heard Ian say that we're supposed to buy the retirement stocks no matter what, but even though it's a lot higher than the recommended price, should we still buy it?
What I want, yes, technically, but what I want you to do, I recorded the replay, the fire replay that we had this past Saturday. You can log into the membership site, and then I do a detailed discussion about how to navigate that, so we're not giving away all our family secrets on YouTube. It's part of So log into the membership site, and then you'll know exactly what to do.
Okay, cool.
But I appreciate you a lot.
No, I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you, Mike.
Ian, I know you wanted to talk a little bit about trading, right? We haven't really talked about trading. I know you said.
Yeah, but we can dive. If we still having the technical issues, we can wait till next week.
Yeah, let's do that then.
Yeah, but I'm looking next week for those of you who have trading questions, whether it's stock, futures, we can go over those so I can kind of help give you guys some insight on how you can get some more gains out of the market in the interim.
Shout out to Enron 223136. You had mentioned a price that you felt comfortable buying Berkshire Hathaway at B, but I guess it was a lag time, so they didn't see it on YouTube. So can you say that again?
Yeah, let me go back to it. 160, 130.
160, 130 for Berkshire Hathaway at B.
Yep. Has to be a multi-year hold, so no quick flips. Continue to leave airlines alone. I've talked to a couple people who put some money in airlines, some big money. And they're like, it hasn't moved. I'm like, just wait. And if the rest of the economy picks up, there are retail companies that we can go to make money from. But right now, I just want you guys to focus on the areas that are winning, and we're good. It's only a couple of sectors that are winning right now. Biotech, pharma, technology, and that's it.
Anthony Davis, what's going on?
Yo, peace, bro.
What's up?
You can hear me? Yo, listen, man, I got 4 pieces, man, I need you to check up on. VMW.
I haven't heard this one. Okay. Are you in it?
Nah, yo, listen, I'm trying to dive in, so I'm trying to do a little research, but I'm trying to dive in head first, but, you know, I'm ready.
Hey, deep on the 5th floor.
What you say? Yeah, you already know. You already know.
BMD? I'll put it in chat for you.
Oh, yep. Okay. And I got IT.
It's okay. I don't like that one too much.
So what about MDB?
That one is too high. You gotta wait for it to pull back to 120.
120? All right. So NEWR.
Don't touch it.
Okay, good looking, man. That's all I really got, man. So I'm ready, man. And listen, I'll be checking this out on the Monday morning class, but I'll be at work, man. I can't even get it and can't even indulge with it, man. I can't get involved.
Maybe we'll do a Monday night one after Market Mondays one day. Maybe we can do like a little bonus session, and then we can get Jamal and Troy and everybody to hop on and can look at a few things.
Okay, I appreciate it, man. Thanks for your support, man. No doubt. Stay up, man. Hey, yo, listen. Hey, yo, I got your bro Mike, man. He down in Atlanta. I talked to him, right?
Yeah.
I'm working on something with this prison system, man. So y'all could try to get some type of application with the prison system, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
I'm working on it, man. We gotta eat it up. We gotta eat them up. All right, peace. You stay up, man.
You too, brother. Yeah, I gotta acknowledge y'all. Yeah, despite some technical difficulties that we were having, we reached 1,000
1K on you.
for the 4th week in a row. Appreciate the
I
support.
appreciate y'all so much.
The devil is a liar.
Yo,
they don't want us to be great.
Tyrone try to come in the
But
crib, bro.
You can't stop. You can't stop greatness. You can't stop information. So no matter what, man, we just we're gonna make it happen no matter what. That's what business is about. Sometimes in business, a lot of times in business, it doesn't go according to plans, but you gotta keep your composure and you gotta do like Andy and call Omaha, like you know what I'm saying? call the audible.
Yeah.
Call the audible, man. So
you had cracked a smile in 30 minutes. I'm like, let this Wi-Fi get together.
Yeah.
Nah, that's all good, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing was born perfect, man. So, we adjust and we adapt. Tina Williams, what's going on? We coming to you. Ivan, I see your hand. I'm gonna come to you in a second, bro.
Hey guys.
Hey Tina.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey Ian. I'm the flight attendant you spoke with last week.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. I'm great. Blessed. I know you're busy, so I'm gonna resend my message to Telegram about my airline. I trust that you'll get to it when you can. I appreciate you. I also wanted to thank you for your IG post, that IG story post I think you had up like 2 days ago or a day ago. I was shopping and I said, I don't need this. I could be using this money to pay a bill or invest. And then I saw your IG story and it was a woman talking about how Warren Buffett crunches his numbers. And I was like, okay, look at me doing, Buffett moves. So I was really proud of myself about that. I literally stopped and thought about that. But my question was just asked by Michael, so I'll look at the replay because I saw it, but just a little confusing. So I'll look at that. But I'm gaining all this knowledge and I'm ready to execute. So yeah, just
Can
wanted
you
to
do
say
me a
hi.
huge favor and type the company in the Zoom chat, and then I'll put the price in for you, where to get in as well. So since I forgot.
Okay, I could do that. Thank you.
Appreciate you, Tina.
So much.
Thank you.
Somebody said this voice is civilizing me. The YouTube people are big.
YouTube, y'all
crazy. YouTube crazy.
Shout out to Tina. Ivan, what's up?
Man, I'm good, man. Your boy Anna's funny. I love that voice. That voice got them 4 pieces. All right, I got a 3-part question. The first part is, I know Ian is not big on retail, but like companies tied into sports is Big 5 and Dick's. If sports open back up, are those some stocks that we should look at on some short-term holds? That's the first part question.
Okay.
Second part.
Can I address that one for you real quick?
Yeah. Go ahead. My bad.
Oh, no, you're good. This is okay. The last time it hit its all-time high is 2016. So it's a good trade, not a good long-term investment.
Got it.
So if you're going to get in at 2025, I would hold it to 39.19, exit there, take my profit, be happy. I'm not big on Dick's Sporting Goods. It's not, if I'm going to go retail, I'm going to look Amazon, Walmart, Target before I look there.
Okay. And then the other question is, I know this weekend we had that little class and we was talking, I don't want to give too much information like you said.
Yeah.
About taking control of your destiny, which is that 401k. Would you take control and then also take your retirement picks and put them in there?
If you can. First, I will reduce the fees. So kudos to Jaleesa for walking everybody through how to eliminate fees, because that's the most important thing. Because if you make $100,000 and you get taxed 15 grand on it for a service that really didn't help, that's a lot of money you're losing. But yes, if you can put those high performing picks in there and guide it yourself, because truth is, no one's going to care about your money how you do. So if you monitor your own, make sure you reduce the fees, and then at least you will know if you're growing at, the truth is, like, everyone has a benchmark of 10 to 12%, but if you manage yours and you're patient, you can hit 15, 20%. And you guys are seeing this even in a down market, waiting to a good time to get in. Some of you go up 30 and 40%. Now, investing has considerable risk. Don't be stupid. Don't over leverage, right? So I got to put that out there. But you can hit 15 and 20% if you put the right things in your portfolio and know when you'll be able to exit and be able to retire and calculate how much. Investing is not a guessing game. It's just like we are undereducated And that's why we're trying to bridge this gap here every Monday.
Yeah, man. After Saturday's class, man, I feel like an artist that signed a 360 deal or something.
Hey, I mean, yeah, but at least most people don't know what the fees are associated with their. So even if you get 40% gain in a 2-year period, it may not seem like a lot, but 1/4% here, 0.5% here, and if you're paying 6% in fees for 10 years, that's 60% of your money gone. And for what? And truth be told, like if you guys needed to get on the phone with your advisor, you don't know their number and they don't know who the hell you are. They don't know. So eliminate those fees and take control and put it into your hands, please.
Last question is it possible? Yeah, that last question is possible you can do a think or swim like small little quick tutorial one weekend, just because it's so much information on there that we can reduce it down to almost duplicate how your screen looked.
Who am I to tell you no? So yeah, I'll do it.
I don't be grateful enough.
Appreciate that.
I appreciate you, bro.
Let's try to appreciate you, family. Let's if we can, we got a lot of questions. If we can keep the questions to one question per on the EYLU side, appreciate it. But we're gonna let Matt talk because that's he's an alumni extraordinaire, real estate mogul. He's everything when it comes to real estate. He's on tour. He was on tour with DJ Envy. He's been on the Breakfast Club. So Matt, what brings you into this? We're humbled by your presence.
Yo, you silly son. I appreciate that intro, kid. Bars. So look, Ian, I'm not sure. I just jumped on this. What's going on with you?
How you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm a lot blessed, man. Shout out to all the earners here in the chat too. Question: REITs. Is this a good time I'm not sure if you spoke on this or not because I just jumped on this, but is this a good time to buy REITs right now?
There's only a couple that I like. Most of them are terrible. One that I do like, I talked about I think last week, but I can put it in chat for you. But most of them I would not touch right now. But there's one that is performing very well and is up on the year. Like it dropped to like 110. Today it was at 144 over the last 3 months. So it's performing very well. But most of the ones that you're hearing about, please don't touch. They're going to burn through your cash. They're going to burn through your cash. Please don't do it. Do you have any tech stocks? Because you're dominating in the mortgage and real estate space.
Nah, I don't have any tech stocks. I was kind of going too hard on the airlines. I was kind of gassed.
My God, you already know. Call me, bro. I know you're busy. You know, you're one of the coolest in the world, right? Text me, man. Don't touch any of the airlines. I got you. I don't have no invoice coming your way. We family. I got you.
I appreciate that love, man. EYL alumni has its benefits, huh?
Yeah, I mean, direct access. But I got you when you call me.
All right, so I'm gonna hit you up tomorrow because I got a couple dollars I want to play with, and what I've been doing, like I'm a novice to this, so I haven't really been dumping a lot of money into the market.
Yeah.
I just been like kind of testing to kind of get my feet wet, but I'm tired of hearing people making 15-20% every week, and I'm looking at my joint like, what am I doing?
Well, when you coming over to the stock club?
Well, send me the link. I'll join. I need to learn more, man.
I got you, man. Well, you know we family. I got you.
Say less, man. I'm not going to hold this conversation up too long. We'll talk behind the scenes. I appreciate y'all.
MG, always up, bro.
Appreciate
I appreciate y'all.
Let's get a couple questions from YouTube. Once again, 40% off sale for EYL University. I'll put the code in here for our annual. The code is EYL199. Go to EYLUniversity.com. You get 40% off. We got 2 classes this week. It's going to be crazy. So shout out to Shaq. He said, Ian, how do you feel about ACB reverse split? I'm thinking puts. Appreciate you guys. So I guess he wants to put an option. Shaq, don't do it.
Shaq, you already know, like, if you're going to do the put side on it, because it popped up from 88 cents, it's at like 741 now. Aurora Cannabis, I've been down on for years. So everyone who was hitting me up this morning was like, how it popped up. Give it 2 or 3 weeks. It'll be back at $2.35, and we can replay this later. On the put side, yeah, I'll probably wait until after 18 to put the puts on it, but it's gonna slide back down. Aurora, like, so for my technical traders, whenever Aurora gets to like 1234, 1250, they always slide back down. So this will be like a quadruple top for them. If you guys are looking at the chart, they're making lower highs. The last time it went to 1026 and fell down, it got to $8 and some change. Like if you can short it at $7, you'll be very happy. You'll be very happy. So you're good.
So one other question. Shout out to Maturity Productions for Super Chat. He said, I've had Acorns for about 2 years, and that portfolios is VOO and others. I'm looking at buying via Vanguard Brokerage, which is set up. Would it make more sense to pump more into Acorns and go directly through Vanguard? That's a good question, because we haven't really talked about Acorns, which is like a platform where they take like the spare change out of your stuff that you spend, and then you could actually put more money into it as well.
Yeah, they round up to the nearest dollar.
Yeah, it's a very interesting thing, and it's become very popular, especially with millennials. So how do you feel about that as far as people investing that route, or like a traditional situation like Vanguard, Fidelity, something like that?
So Cash App, Robinhood, Acorns is a good place to get started, so you can see that it work. M1, same thing. But at some point, you have to do all of it. So you have to put some money into a real brokerage account. But Cash App, good way to start. Because if you see something go up 4%, then it's like, oh, it actually works. Like I use the analogy all the time. Like when we were 3, we didn't go right out and play on the 10-foot rim. We played on a little tight sort of Nerf rim, worked our way up. After that, you're good. But yeah, put some money in the Vanguard. The fees are low. And if you've been in VOO for a couple of years, you're doing good. But yes, Acorn is good. Like if you can, every bit helps, because the more shares you have in your possession, the better. When can I get one of them hats? We family?
Yeah, I got you. Shout out to the good people at Plains.
Yeah, shout out to the good people.
Yeah. Shout out to Giovanni and shout out to LaShonda on YouTube.
Your merch is coming too. We got back ordered. Shout out to everybody that ordered EYL merch. The coronavirus kind of put us in a back order for the production, but it's on the way. It's on the way.
I appreciate that.
Giovanni, I see you on YouTube. Sharonda, I see you. They're encouraging everybody to like the video so it can go up on YouTube. So shout out to y'all. I see y'all. Keep encouraging the people to do that. Arthur, we coming to you. Unmute yourself, bro.
And yeah, I just want to shout out. Oh, the one thing. Yeah, Vanguard definitely has low fees. Somebody put that in YouTube. They definitely have low fees for sure. Arthur, what's going on, bro?
Peace. What's good, fellas?
Good.
Hey, so I know y'all trashing the airline industry right now, but I wanted to get Ian's thought on the freight airlines, particularly ATSG and AW.
What's the first one? ATSW?
ATSG.
ATSE?
G as in goat.
Oh, G.
ATSG.
A is in Arthur, T is in Tom, S is in Sam, G is in goat.
ATSG.
Are you in it already?
Yes, I'm in both of them already.
Okay, well, what price you get in ATSG?
20 a nickel.
Say it again.
$20 and a nickel.
I will get out at $24.
And how about AAWW?
Got some potential. I would tell, if it gets to 48.50, sell every share that you have, and go tell everybody on YouTube and Instagram you one of the greatest of all time. If it gets to 48.51, it's on the upside for the last 2 months. What price you get in?
I'm dollar cost. I'm averaged out at 36.50 right now.
You got in kind of high, but yeah, sell at 48.51 and you're good. You're good. The last 2 months have been solid though, but their high was back in 2018. It's not good. So like I said, if I'm a ball player and my best days, like my highest scoring average was in 2018, my best days are behind me. I may have one more game where I'll pull off 50 in the Garden, but get out at 48.50. You do not hold past that point. I am begging you. Please don't.
Appreciate that.
Appreciate you, Arthur.
Shout out to Giovanni on the super chat. They said, I have 50 Comcast shares. Should I liquidate half and invest in Microsoft or Apple?
Apple and Microsoft, hands down, are better companies. It depends on when you got in to those, though.
Long-term growth, probably Apple and Microsoft.
Yeah, way better. Like, way better. Way better.
I saw Apple at 315 today, man.
Yep.
Yeah. Zap. What's going on, Zap? Unmute yourself. You're unmuted.
Shout out to Zap.
Zap, he must.
Yo,
Zap, what's good?
What's good, Zap?
What's going on, fellas?
Everything good.
Just asking about Alibaba and Baidu.
Alibaba, are you in it?
No, sir.
Okay, 180 is a good spot to look to start to get in. Not saying you should buy it at 180, but that's a good area. Love Alibaba. Baidu is okay.
That was my stock, Ian.
Yeah, like if you can get it at a low price, you have to get it like at a recession low. So you have to get it like around 70 to be worthwhile. But Baidu has had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's probably had like 8 bearish months. Don't touch it. Alibaba is a lot better. Baidu, don't touch.
Yeah, appreciate it. And
Zap, I was told the same thing, Zap. So
so I'm not telling you anything different.
Yeah, I'm listening to him.
Yeah,
I'm listening to him.
If anybody knows me, they know that I don't like international stocks per se. I definitely don't like Chinese stocks. LK was a perfect example of that.
Why you gotta keep rubbing it in,
that was
bro?
just that was a complete disaster. Yeah. You can't trust. You never know what's going on in these countries. But the one Chinese stock that I do like is Alibaba.
Alibaba, yeah.
Alibaba.
Yeah, as we said before, all the big companies have international exposure.
Right.
Yeah.
Everything is pretty much an international conglomerate. So if there's a good play there, there are in other countries as well.
Yeah, it's the 9 o'clock hour. So I'm going to tell you about the earnings that are coming this week. Today we had Marriott. Obviously, the hotel industry is down. Obviously, nobody is moving, but the country is starting to open it back up. Aftermarket, they have slid down 5%. This Wednesday, we have Cisco Systems on Wednesday. On Friday, we have DraftKings. And on Wednesday, we also have Sony. And Sony's an interesting one because they've lost a lot from the movie side because the productions of a lot of their movies had to be put back. But they're actually, obviously, if you're a video game person, you know that the PS5 is on its way, and they're thinking about trying to get that out as soon as possible. So Sony's going to be an interesting one to watch. And next Tuesday, I'm going to tell you now, just so you can start getting ready, because a lot of people like to ride up to the earnings. Walmart earnings will be coming out next Tuesday, May 19th. So those are your earnings for the week. So if you missed it, I'm going to say it again. Marriott, we missed that one today. Cisco Systems Wednesday. Sony Wednesday, DraftKings on Friday. I know a lot of people on YouTube are asking about DraftKings. Some people in the Zoom chat are asking about that. That is on Friday, and next Tuesday, Walmart.
So talk about your own personal thing, Troy, because I don't see Jamal in here, but you and Jamal, y'all been doing a couple earnings. So you did an earnings of Beyond Meat. Did you do that?
Yeah. So we after we had this call last Monday, when we were talking about the earnings, and it's important because and that was one of the questions I asked you last week was, what do you think about riding the earnings? And you were like, yo, it's a good idea. So we had this call.
Explain what riding the earnings.
Riding the earnings means like if I follow a company, I've done the research on them, is it a good idea to get in before the earnings, which we anticipate to go up? So I can get in at a price that is good, right? Because I know I anticipate to go up. So once everybody finds out about it, there will be an influx of investors in it. So that's what we'd say when we talk about riding the earnings. So we did that last week with Beyond Meat. We actually did it with Facebook as well the week prior, and both have been beneficial. I think Beyond Meat.
2 quality companies though.
Exactly.
So if you got the earnings on a terrible company, your Robinhood account or your TD Ameritrade gonna look terrible. It's gonna be red as that cardigan Rashad got on.
But all the indicators for Beyond Meat were there for us, and it was like we did the research on it. We were like, look, the 2 days prior, there was a crisis with the meat. The Tyson factory went down, so we knew that there was a meat shortage. And then we saw that Wendy's was pulling meat off their menus. So we were like, look, if meat is not going to be there, the next best thing is protein meat, right? So we said Beyond Meat has to be that supplement, at least for the short term, until these restaurants starting to open up and we start to get control of the virus and some of these meat plants start being able to produce like they used to. So it was a no-brainer for us. And I was like, listen, 8 o'clock. I called you. You didn't pick up that day. I called you. I'm like, yo,
my bad.
We gonna do this? And Jamal was like, yo, let's do it. And so I'm glad that we did. It's going up by like 37%, 38%.
Yeah.
So that's a big one.
So yeah, that's a technique. Like I said, Jamal, my guy Jamal, he does that all the time where he buys. It's risky, like you said, and it's short term. It's more short term trading than long term investing.
Yeah.
Like you could ride the coattails of these companies, and it's like get 20% one day, 10% one day, 8% one day, 22% one day, and that's really what he does at this point. He looks for companies that's pulling out earnings.
Yeah.
And if he believes in the company, he thinks there's a good chance of the company going up. He'll invest the night before.
And he'll try to hedge it.
Yeah, he'll invest the night before.
Even with that, you guys have write this down for everybody who's trading. Mark off the number of trades you're going to do in advance for the year. Because you can have 12, 13 good ones, and then you get cocky and say, I did this. You pick one bad company, it drops 40, 50%. It bruises your confidence, kills your edge, kills your profits. So be easy there. Also, people used to do the same thing with Apple and Tesla. And they are mad they still are holding Apple and Tesla from 10 years ago or Tesla from 3 or 4 years ago. So if you guys want to invest, buy quality and hold it because you're going to make a lot more money than if you want to make like more cash flow, like invest in futures. But some of these companies you guys should be holding, and you're going to be pissed come 2023 because you may have made 1,400 off of it or even 10 grand, but you would have missed out on 50 grand upside if you would have held it longer. So number one, write the number of trades and then hold them longer.
And then another thing for more seasoned investors that you might have different pockets of money for different things. So like, let's say hypothetically you got $10,000, that's your long-term play money. Then you got, $5,000 that you just put into an IRA. Then you got $5,000 that you want to trade with. And you could do that. That could be 50,000, 100, whatever. But what I'm trying to say is that you can have different buckets of money for different things. So sometimes you might just want short-term gains, get in, get out. But you still want your long-term plays where it's like, I'm gonna buy Apple, I'm gonna hold Apple forever. I'm never gonna sell Apple.
Yeah. So that part of the reason why I think the earnings reports is good to know, so that if you are planning on doing that strategy, if you're thinking about it, it's good to know. And if you're not, it's good to know if a company made money during the quarter. So if you're thinking about investing them in the future, you always have that information.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, here come that crypto word.
Shout out to Byron on the super chat. He didn't even have a question. He's just showing some love. Appreciate that.
Wanna go ahead?
What? Elon?
Yeah, we spoke about Tesla.
Elon Musk.
Let's go there.
Elon Musk. You know what? Yeah, I hope he don't feel a way about me saying this, but I don't think he would because he's good. I ain't gonna say his name, but a strong supporter. We was having a conversation and last week, and he was like, why you think Elon Musk made those crazy statements about the stock price is too high and all of that? And I'm like, this guy's like he's a real seasoned investor. Yeah. So I'm like, he probably, everybody, a lot of people saying he wanted the stock price to go down so he could buy more. He's like, why does he need to buy? He's a billionaire. He doesn't need to buy more stock. Yeah. He was like, when this was his theory on it. He was like that at the time, like a month ago, it looked like he wasn't going to hit his bonus because the stock was real low. And if he hits his bonus, it was like $700 million or something like that, right? That comes out of the company budget. But he was like, if he could potentially try to sink the stock and not hit his bonus, he doesn't get paid, but it's more money on the bottom line. So when they have their earnings call, it'll look more profitable because they don't have to pay him almost $1 billion in a bonus. And he was like, the reason why he would do that is because to try to boost the earnings. Now the stock price is going to go up even higher with better earnings. And Tesla's trying to get on the S&P 500. So he's like, now once Tesla gets in the S&P 500 or the Dow Jones, I think it was Dow Jones or one of them, once they get in one of these major indexes, now that changes the whole direction of the company forever. Yeah. Like once you're in one of those indexes, it's like now you're traded in pension funds and you're in mutual funds and your index funds and all of that. So that was his theory on it, why he did that. And that was interesting to me. I was like, that's kind of ill. And you know, you never know what Elon is doing. We could just guess. But
but we can say this too. Well, in order to get that level of wealth and to have done that well in the Valley for 20 years, that's no accident. That's tough to do. So even everyone thinks he's losing it. Like I said, he's our version of Jobs. He's not emotional. Like, he's just one of the few people in corporate that is willing to speak out. And truth be told, he wasn't, I said it last week, he wasn't lying. 950, 850, 870. Stock is too high now. Is there an incentive behind it? Yes. We all have an incentive. Even in doing a show and helping people, like you guys are listening so you can get more gains, right? So there may be some back end decisions that he's looking at, but he wasn't lying about the stock being too high at that price point. It was overvalued. It came back down. People bought it, and it's going to go back up. But Tesla is definitely going to go to 1,000 within the next year.
Yeah. So I mean, I looked at today's news, right? When he's threatened to leave California, he said he's opened up the plant against the county's health orders. The governor had no idea. And the two states that he said that he wants to move it to, I was like, pretty interesting. Right? He said Texas and he said Nevada. Two states that have zero income tax.
No state income tax.
How many billions are you going to save by moving there?
A ton. I mean, it's the reason why I decided to be here as well, because all that, especially when you're playing at that level, it adds up. And it adds up for the employees. And Facebook and Google has offices in Austin. Like, it helps quality of living wise. So strategically, I know he may seem off the rocker, but I always say, I would rather a person act erratic and say what they really mean in public, opposed to be an asshole behind the scenes. But in front of the camera, they act like they're okay. They're nice. That happens too much in corporate. But Tesla's a volatile stock anyway. Even when he did the thing on Joe Rogan, when he smoked the weed and the stock went down, like, he's just being him. But the company is quality. Tesla's way better than Ford and GM combined ×3.
I mean, I feel like he does this stuff on purpose, because it's like, even when he went on 60 Minutes, like, you know, he got fined by the SEC. I think they made him step down as acting CEO at the time, something like that. He got penalized heavily when he was tweeting a while back.
Yeah.
Stock manipulation. And then he went on 60 Minutes and said, I have no respect for the SEC at all, on 60 Minutes live. And it's like, every time he does these things, whether he goes on Twitter and says the stock price is too high, that's stock manipulation, really, if you think about it.
I mean, but Elon is like white 50. Same antics, blurts things out, you know, but they're still like, there's controlled in that chaos that he's doing.
I like Kanye. Better analogy.
Okay.
Kanye.
Okay, I agree. Yeah.
50's too.
Tiger blood. Remember Kanye said he got tiger blood?
Yeah. That was from Charlie Sheen, though.
Whoever, tiger blood.
Rod, we coming to you on Zoom. What's going on, Rod? Unmute yourself. You've been unmuted. Go ahead, Rod.
Rod, what's up, bro? Rod.
Damn, Rod.
Catch you on the next one.
We'll see you on the next flight. Lakim, what's going on? We coming to you. You are unmuted. Unmute yourself.
What's up, gentlemen? You can hear me?
Yeah, we hear you perfectly, bro.
So I work in the defense and aerospace industry. Raytheon is a key player in the industry. However, some of their products is also not just within the defense, but also in the commercial space. I did get in at 56. Ian, I wanted to get your insight on RTX.
It's going to take a while.
Recently, they merged with United Technologies.
Yeah, it's going to take a while to go up. Give it about a year and some change, but
yeah, I'm looking at it as a long term play.
Long term, you're good. We're not leaving the war anytime soon.
Right.
Also, in the technology space, it's going to be a slow grower, but give it about 2 years. They'll be back. You got in at 56. You may want to buy some more. If we get to 48, great, but a 2 year hold, you'll be good. We'll be back in the 80s probably in 2 years.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm going to continue to dollar cost average. So thank you, gentlemen. Take care.
Appreciate you, Lakim.
Yeah, but beer game, tight end, that suit fire.
yo, he got. He's in the running for the picture.
Oh yeah, it was Dragon Energy, not Tiger Blood.
Oh, okay.
Dragon Energy.
Dragon. Makes sense because Charlie was.
Tiger. I think Charlie Sheen said Tiger Blood.
Yeah.
Somebody said Tiger Blood, and that was hard.
Yeah, Charlie Sheen.
That was hard.
Not to be confused with Tiger King.
Oh, Tiger Bomb.
Tiger Bomb.
Shout out to
If you're Jamaican, you got Tiger Bomb in your medicine
No,
closet.
Tiger Bone. That's what they drink at Drink Champ.
I know. I'm saying Tiger Bomb is like an ointment. If you're Jamaican, you got that. Don't front. Darian, what's going on? Unmute yourself. You've been unmuted.
All right, perfect. Thank you. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we hear you perfectly, man.
All right, perfect. Ian, I wanted to get your take on Meli, MELI, Sony, and I forgot. Although I got to think about the other one.
Listen, are you in Mercado right now?
Not right now.
Yeah, it's too high in the 700. It's one of my favorite stocks. You got to wait for like 500s.
Okay.
Please wait for that spot. One of my absolute favorites, Mercado Libre. Amazing company. Amazing company. Wait for it. Do not buy it in the 700s or 800s. But if you can wait for 5s, you'll be golden. You'll be very, very happy.
Perfect. And what you think about Chewy? CHWY.
Too new, too soon. I mean, if you're dying to be in it, wait till like 21. But you're for Mercado Libre or any of the tech stocks that I've recommended. Yeah, and you're good. Chewy, I don't like though.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate you, Darren. Ian, I had a question because if you're a sports fan like myself, I'm sure a lot of people have been checking out Michael Jordan's documentary over the last few weeks.
Yeah.
And obviously, a major part of that whole story is Nike. We all grew up wearing Nike, but it's a sneaker war, Nike, Adidas, and then Under Armour. I see made some news today too. So, how you feel about specifically Nike and Adidas? Because it's like, especially in our community, those are staples as far as what people wear.
Yeah.
And, we hear the news about Kanye becoming a billionaire, and that's really because of Yeezy. And like I said, this Jordan documentary where they had like a whole segment dedicated to Nike and how he built Nike's brand. So we haven't really spoke about those. What do we think about that?
Under Armour, don't touch with a 10-foot pole. Good company. Don't like the stock. Nike, hands down, probably one of the best run retail companies there is. It's good. Like I was very big on it. Like when the Kaepernick debacle happened and told people to like jump into it. Nike is good. And I would say for every pair of shoes that we as black men buy from Nike, we need to probably buy 20 shares of it to offset it. Because we'll buy more J's in a little bit, and it's dope, but we need to have some ownership in what we're rocking and endorsing too. Because whenever we wear a brand, we make that brand more valuable. So we end up being walking advertisements for a company that does not care about us. For all the money and cachet Jordan helped elevate them to, he's not even top 50 in terms of ownership at Nike, and he built that brand. So it's a good conversation about ownership. Of course, the time was different. People were not thinking about ownership in that kind of regard, but yeah, like for every pair that you buy your kids, like please at least try and buy 10 or 20 shares.
Yeah, I think people don't even really realize what kind of contract that he has with Nike. I think he only owns 30% of the Jordan brand, and it's his brand. Nike dominates that, and Nike dominates the space. They dominate obviously his brand, but they dominate the entire space. I think they have 87 to 90% of sports apparel is Nike. It's sold as Nike. Like it's crazy, man. So if you're gonna invest in something and it's a sports apparel brand, that's the one.
You know what? Nike its chart is very interesting because 5 year, it has a very healthy 5-year chart. It's not like going crazy, but it's steady growth. And it's not too far off its 52-week high right now. It's at $90. Its 52-week high is at 105. I would say 75 is a good price if it could drop to that point. Would you say that?
Yeah, I just put 70 and 80 in chat right now.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy too about Nike? Not to harp on this point, but I think it highlights an issue sometimes, especially in our community. Is that I remember I think over like a year ago, and I put a post on Instagram about stock Nike, and people were saying like, well, we can't afford Nike stock, like we can't afford the stock. And I'm like, yo, do you know how much the stock costs? Like at the time, it was probably like $70. I'm like, you're paying more for the sneakers. Like you can actually own the company for cheaper than a pair of Brokerage or Air Max or Jordans. Like it costs more to buy the item than it does to buy the company.
Yeah,
that's a big fact. That's the thing. Like people have no idea. They don't know. They don't know. But there ain't gonna be no excuse very soon. That's why we here. Andy, what's going on? Andy, unmute yourself. You've been unmuted.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Everything good, man. What's up with
Good,
you?
how you, bro?
I'm good, man. I'm a Red Panda, a stock club member as well.
Shout out to
So
you.
shout out to the gang. Yeah, and I have a quick question. I know Microsoft is Bay, so I was looking at a stock called Seagate. I know they're aligning themselves with Microsoft, especially in the gaming market. The new console generation is starting up next at the end of this year. So I just want you your thoughts on that and Take-Two software as well.
Take-Two Interactive?
Yes.
Yeah, Take-Two I like. Let me go look at the chart again. Take-Two I like a lot. High, but right now, but I like Take-Two Interactive. Seagate is okay. It's a better trade, more so than a good investment. Take-Two is a good long-term investment for sure. And then I'll put in chat what price you should get in at so you can have. But nigga, I wouldn't touch Seagate. I will leave Take-Two Interactive. Take-Two Interactive, I will get that one. And then I will leave Seagate alone.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate you, Andy.
Appreciate it. Somebody said, what's the stock club? The stock club is Ian has a platform called Red Panda, where he has a stock club where he gives like stocks to like buy, what prices to buy it at. It's monthly calls.
Yeah.
It's monthly calls. It's like, you know, a 101 how to get up and running in the stock market and all that stuff. So
yeah, I'll tell you what to invest in so you guys don't have to think about what to do what to do on your own, so you're not wasting 3,000 hours trying to figure it out. We went through the stock Saturday, 14 out of 15 of the stocks were up.
Yeah.
So
that's big time.
Yeah. Link, we got the link on our website, but also you can go to joinredpanda.com. All the information is up there as well. And yeah, once again, for everybody that's wondering about the Zoom, this Zoom is our EYL University members. Appreciate that. And we got 2 big classes this week: real estate classes, how to analyze a real estate deal, and how to join, how to build $1 million real estate portfolio in 1 year. If you're a member of EYL University, you have access to the Facebook group. All you have to do is just request. And if you're interested in joining EYL University, we got a deal running 40% off for the year, annual membership. The code is EYL149. It's impossible not to get value out of that. That's like almost impossible.
199.
199. EYL 199 is the code. I'm sorry. So yeah, go to EYLUniversity.com. So we could take a couple more questions. We're almost at 80 minutes. So
Jeffrey, we coming to you. Linda, I see you. We're gonna get to you too. Jeffrey, what's up?
What's up, guys?
Everything
what's
great,
going on? How you
man.
doing?
Jeffrey.
Everything good. Thank you, Ian, for saving the culture with your invaluable information. Thank you, EYL, for what you're doing for the culture. But Ian, I got one question for you, man. I got in Wendy's when the stock market crashed around like $8. I'm super up on it. Do you think I should double down on that stock, or should I wait for it to go down a little bit more?
Wait for it to go back down and triple, but you got in at a hell of a price. You got in at an amazing price at $8. It's at 21 now. I would sell half at 22.50, and then let the rest run. And when it goes to an all-time high, you can make a decision in. But that's a hell of a trade that you got in. Great job for executing. Jack in the Box is kind of similar to in that dip, but Wendy's to get in at 8, you did an amazing job, man. You did.
Yeah, the reason I got it because I had the couple share and it went to 26. So when I see it go down, I'm like, I already know the stock went up.
Had to mute you, bro. Appreciate you though. You got the 2-year-old. You got to feed the babies. Oh.
No, he's back.
Oh, you back? All right, my bad.
Yeah, that was a hell of a dad move, Jeffrey. Hell of a dad move. Go ahead, Jeffrey. Finish that out.
I got another stock I want you to look at as well, like Coca-Cola. Like I got into Coca-Cola when it was like 32. It was
what company?
Not Coca-Cola. Coke.
Okay. What price you get in?
I got in at 32, but it's not moving that as I wanted to move.
You got to give it time, man. Coca-Cola is a behemoth company. Are you trying to make a trade out of it or a long-term investment?
Nah, I'm holding for long-term.
Give it about 18 months, 20 months, it'll be good. You got in at a good price of 32 if that's your average price.
Yeah.
You were doing good up until Corona. You were killing. Just give it time.
Because I know he went up to 56 before the crash. So I was hoping that it would go back to that point, but like I don't know what's going on, but it's still going slow like a turtle right now.
Well, we are in a pandemic like we never seen. We're in the Walking Dead. Give it time. Let it go back up.
All right, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Yo, Jeffrey, we love you, bro. Appreciate you.
Jeffrey, man.
Yo, he definitely fed that baby, though. Shout out, yo, YouTube. I gotta stop. Like, I'm trying to stay focused, but YouTube, y'all playing. I gotta stop YouTube.
So shout out to Terrence on the super chat. He had a question. He said, "What do you think about Jumani? That's how you say it, right? Jumani Technology, Jumia.
Yeah,
that's an interesting company. That's the Amazon of Africa.
Yeah, we spoke about that.
Which is actually Jumia, which is owned by Germans. That's a different conversation altogether. But yeah, they made a lot of headlines a few months ago when they were the first African unicorn company ever in history.
Big.
Yeah.
$1 billion.
Billion. If anybody that doesn't know what a unicorn company is, that's $1 billion valuation.
Yeah.
So they were the first African company to ever have $1 billion valuation, and they IPO in the stock market, I think, like last year. And like they said, they're called the Amazon of Africa. Everything's the Amazon, but so they just Africa. So, yeah.
Not a good long-term investment right now. It's more better trade. Don't touch it, but I hope that it grows. I hope that it grows.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Rod.
We got another super chat.
Oh, go ahead.
Who's hacking? Let's go, Frank. Frank getting it on these niggas.
Oh, damn. Did we get bombed?
No, can't do that.
Can't do that.
So we got a super chat from
wow, man.
You never know what can happen at Eli.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like,
you never know what can happen. That's the craziest part.
It sounded like somebody was playing 2K.
Nah, that's the craziest part. That's the craziest part about the whole situation. We try to run a clean situation here. We don't want YouTube to cut us off, man. Let's keep it PG, people.
It was Lion King. That's funny.
Yo, Andy got it.
Oh, wow.
So Abu, shout out to Abu.
No, he been removed.
He said, if you have $10,000 right
Can
now.
y'all hear me?
Hold on, Rob.
Rob. 1 minute. If you have $10,000 right now, where would you put it? I guess, like, if you just had $10,000, like, how would you invest?
Apple, Microsoft. I'm not changing I'm gonna get back to the cursor. I'm not changing my answer. Like,
remember what your dad said, man. Don't do it.
Yeah, I know my dad listen to that. He's over. But man, like, if I can give you LeBron and let's say Jordan on the same team, bro, like, what else do y'all want? Like, I know it's sexy to go chase other stuff. Those are gonna be around. Amazon, like any of the ones in the. I would tell you to join the Red Panda Stock Club. There's a bevy of options for you to pick from, and you'll be good. But Apple and Microsoft lead with those.
That's it. Let it sit. Umar, I'm sorry. Brother's name is Umar, not Abu. Umar. Thank you, Umar. Appreciate that.
Rod, we're gonna try to come to you now, Rod. What's going on?
Yeah, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you perfect, man.
All right, thanks for coming back. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
I got 2 stocks, Mark and Smile Direct Club.
M-A-R-K?
Yep, M-A-R-K. And
what
then
price you get in?
$1.03.
Good price. Take profit on all of it.
Take everything?
Everything.
Okay. What about Smile Direct Club?
A good entry though. What's the ticker for it?
SDC.
It could push to maybe 1250. What price you get in?
At 620.
Man, you're a sniper. You don't need no advice. Get out at 1250. Take profit. You're good. You're gonna have to give Smile Direct probably about another 6 months before it's viable to hold it for long term. But it's been on a really good tear. Really.
Yeah, I don't want to get rid of it too soon. You know.
That's all. Green, right?
You can take a quarter off, but I don't want you to have FOMO. You can take a quarter of it off, take profit, and reallocate that elsewhere if you want to hold it and you think that it could be the future. I don't think so yet, but if you think then it could do well. Just take a quarter of it off and let the rest run, and you'll be good.
Okay. Yeah, I'm shorting that anyway. I appreciate that.
Appreciate you, Rob.
Appreciate it, Rob. Ebony, shout out to Ebony on YouTube Super Chat. It said, do you think it's a good idea to withdraw cash out of a 401k to pay off student loans? Roughly, I guess she roughly has $41,000 in loans. So she's thinking about taking out money from a 401k to pay off student loans. What's your thoughts on that?
Not if it's more close to half of it, because you're going to be in broke retirement.
Yeah.
Don't do it. I'm just being real with you. It's not the answer you guys want to hear. But if in your 401k, if you have 300 grand or 400 grand, okay, good. But you'll probably be better off starting a business or getting a second job and busting your ass to pay off a good portion of that, because you're going to end up being broke later if you take a good and pay those penalties on it, because you're basically taking 10, 15 years off of your life to pay back student loans to be back at break even. If you're Black, we hit break even a lot. I don't want you to do that. So you need to have a cushion there. Now, if you're not Black, you have other relatives that can help you, that's different. But do not do that.
And opportunity loss too, when you lose opportunity loss.
Wise words. Wise words. Pito, what's going on? One of our top earners in our EYL real estate group. Pito, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, Troy?
Everything good?
Ian.
Pete, how you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm Red Panda too.
Hey, my guy. I know you was on Saturday rocking with me. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I think you answered my question though, because I actually sold my bike and I got about $5,000. So I was gonna look at what stock to buy. That was my question, but you already answered it with what, Microsoft, I think.
Yeah. Have you got all the retirement picks yet?
I only have one of them.
Okay, I will probably get number 3, and if not, if you want something that has a little bit more growth, go to that all-star section and pick one of those in there, or you can send me a note in Telegram. And how old are you?
33.
Yeah, you have kids?
Yeah.
How many?
A lot.
You got to be a little bit more conservative then. I can't have you go hyper aggressive then. But yeah, you're one of the ones out to retirement. If you have more than a lot.
Said a lot. It's like Future.
How many kids you got? A lot.
I heard
you got a lot.
I'll put that in the Facebook group. So we really want to know that number. It's a lot.
I'm curious now. You have 5?
Is it more than Future or not?
Yo, Future
just got another kid today.
Future just got another kid today.
He said he forgot how many kids he got. God bless.
You know what? God bless you.
You know Antonio Cromartie? I'm with him.
Oh no!
Oh, he got 11.
Bro,
yeah, you got 11 kids. God bless you.
God bless you, Pete, man. Take care of every one of them.
All right, I will. Thank you.
All right, man. Wrap it up. Wrap it up, bro.
Anytime you need advice, I'll never complain about being a parent again with 1. 11, you got a hoop squad.
Yeah. Wow.
Pete is always Pete is always active in our real estate group, man. So you found the time to do that. Yo, God bless you, bro. Linda, I told you we was coming your way. I know you was waiting so patiently for us. Here we go, Linda. Unmute yourself.
Hello, hi, thank you guys. So my question is, I have at least 3 stocks I want to know if I should buy more of, and 2 that to see how much I should buy it at. Boeing and Moderna, if I should buy more of those. And
it drops to a price. Moderna, how many? Well, don't say how many shares. Yes, you should buy some, but you got to wait for it to drop.
At what price?
Are you in a stock club?
Okay.
No, stock club.
No, I am. And you also taught me like how to gauge it.
Got you. I'm gonna put the price in chat for you.
And as far as Shopify and Amazon.
Yeah, you got to keep all those, especially Shopify.
No, I mean, as far as what price for Shopify and Amazon?
I can't put them because people listen on YouTube, but I'll put them in chat for you as well.
And there's one more. It's a Canadian stock, APHA.
Don't touch it. It's a good trade, not a good investment. They were at a high of $10.89 beginning of February of last year. They're now at $3.26.
Because I heard that they had problems with their last owner and they have a new owner now. So that they're looking to do better. So that's why.
I'm gonna tell you that.
I'm sorry to hear.
Their new owner gonna be trash too. Don't do it. I'm begging you. Please don't do it. Because you're gonna hate me if I tell you to get in it. Don't touch it.
Okay.
Don't touch it.
Thanks, Linda.
Thank you.
Shao, we coming to you. Shao, what's going on? Unmute yourself. You've been unmuted.
Hey
Yeah,
guys, you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. What's up?
I'm good. How y'all doing? Blessings.
Yeah, we're doing great. We're doing great.
Excellent. I heard somebody ask a question about the 401 regarding student loans. How about a 401, taking funds from your 401 to invest?
Like invest outside. So I guess the question is like, is it a good idea to take money out of a retirement account to just invest regularly?
Correct.
It depends on what the fee structure is, depending on what you're investing in, if you can actually stick to your plan. 401k plan is an easy way to invest without having to touch it, but you have to look and see what those penalties are, because if your penalties are high, you're kind of working in a hole to begin with, and it also depends on what you're looking to invest in. But anytime you have to pay money and you're getting taxed for it, I don't like it. But if you have a big 401k, then you can look into doing it.
Okay. One more thing. I do have 3 kids. How do you think I should allocate the investments for them?
That's a different conversation we're going to have on probably like the live training
okay.
For more time. But first, you need to set aside a certain amount of money that you are going to save for them. And then also like probably the biggest or best investments for, not going to say the best, but a safer one is life insurance. A lot of people overlook that. It's important in that mix. So if you don't have insurance yet for them, please get some because it's super cheap. And then we'll talk about the investment route, how to allocate, but continue to follow the plan about like putting a certain amount of money in every month.
Okay.
Yeah, for them.
Okay, awesome. And I'm in both the Red Panda and I'm in EYL. So
appreciate you. Thank you.
I appreciate you so much.
Appreciate you.
All right.
We are coming to an end. It's been a very eventful night. To say
Shout out to Pete and his 11 kids. I love all y'all.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
Yeah, that was fact.
That's
that was a fact.
Yeah.
It's always never know what could happen at EYL. It's like
This is,
yeah.
This has been one. This has been one. Keisha, you've been waiting so long. Keisha, I'm coming to you. Go ahead, Keisha.
Hi guys, how are you guys? I'm good. I'm a part of EYL and I'm also a part of the stock club. I joined a few weeks ago, and my question is, I have like $10,000 to invest, and I joined the stock club a few weeks ago, but the prices that you gave us nothing has hit that price yet. And you adjusted the prices, I think like last week or something like that. I'm getting a little nervous because I'm seeing everything go up. Is it gonna go back down?
It is, and I want to tell you this. Don't count anybody else's entries and pockets, because if you get into a bad spot, I've never seen one person take money out of their bank account and say, hey, here's to make up for the loss that you had. So you have to wait for that spot. If you need like an adjusted price for Apple, I'll put one in right now for you, but they will come back down. This crash isn't over by a long shot. It'll come back down, but I'll drop one in chat for you. But one of the biggest rules of investing that no one hardly talks about is sometimes you're going to have to just sit out there, wait, and hunt for that price and not move.
Well, I'm willing to wait. I'm honestly willing to wait. I just got a little bit nervous. So I am waiting because I have seen things go up and I'm like, oh God, it's passing 300. Oh my God, it's not going to come back down. It's not going to come back down. But I am waiting. I am patient and I am going to wait for the prices that you gave us. And I'm going to keep looking at the updates when you send them. I was just making sure that I'm doing the right thing.
Yeah, you are. The best thing you can do is wait, because if you buy it at 315 and it slides back down, you're going to be like, why didn't you tell me to wait? right? So
Right.
let's just wait for a good price. It may not drop down to where it was in February, but I'm putting the price in chat right now where you'll be good, and then you can start to work your way in.
All right. Thank you so much, Ian.
Appreciate you.
I appreciate you. And good job for being patient as well.
Somebody said they asked a super chat question. So I didn't see that. You could type it back in, but I didn't see it. I scroll up and it's a lot of comments that come in on YouTube, so sometimes we miss it. Somebody asked if they're EYL University member, how do they join the Zoom? If you're EYL University member, you get Zoom, you get emails. If you opt, this is very important. If you opt out of emails, you're not going to get it. So email us, info@earnyourleisure, if you didn't get the email for whatever reason, and we'll make sure you have the email for next week's Zoom. And once again, we're running that code EYL199 for 40% off annual. Yeah, this has been a very eventful night. A lot of questions. We had some technical issues. Some people asked about AMC. We talked about that at the beginning of the show. So if you came in late, just check out the replay. But that's like how we opened the show with AMC and Amazon. Ian, any last words?
I love all of you guys. Thank you for the amazing Market Monday session tonight. Go call someone that you haven't talked to and tell them that you love them. And in YouTube comments, I want you guys to put what's the best investment stock-wise you've made in the last year. I'm curious to see.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm curious to see too. And also, yeah, like the video if you can. It's free.
Yeah, share with 5 of your friends and share on social.
It don't cost nothing to like it.
Yeah, just like the video. Just take a minute, like it. That helps out with the YouTube algorithm. And you know, I gotta explain it to you. You already know that. So yeah, if you could be so kind to like the video, subscribe, we'd appreciate it.
Yeah. Next week,
shout out to all my fam. I love y'all.
Next week's Market Monday. You want to break that news or no?
Man, go ahead. You might as well.
It's on here.
I'm just happy to be on the team.
Nah.
Next week's Market Monday, don't miss it. I don't want to give it away, Ian. We'll surprise them when they come back. We're gonna have a special.
We got a special guest next week.
It's gonna be special.
Special guest. The first time we're having a guest on Market Monday. So yeah, we trying different things with the platform, and we want to bring other people on and have guests and make it real interactive. So this is something I think will be a tremendous value add. It was Ian's idea, so we're looking forward to it for sure.
It's not who you guys expect. Trust me. Like,
they're ready to write his name in. Yeah, no, that's the family. Don't worry about it.
That's up soon. But yeah,
we got to have a build up for that. We got to have a build up. For that,
yeah. Sony, don't touch. I know you guys want Sony, and I'll say this: you only need 4 to 6 good stocks. You don't need 25. You don't need 25. Get 4 to 6 good companies. Continue to pile money into them, and you're good. And just if you keep doing that month in, month out, you'll be good. But no, next week, a living legend will be on. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be great. Yeah.
They calling it.
It's just not who y'all gonna think it is. We don't surprise y'all.
We ain't gonna give nothing away, man. Just be here like y'all was here.
Just be here.
They want that Pacquiao Mayweather.
That's what they want.
They want that Pacquiao. They want that Pacquiao Mayweather, man. We're gonna make you wait for the Pacquiao Mayweather, just like they made you wait like 7 years. No, we're gonna do that.
We're gonna put the dream team on real quick.
Trust. That's the fam. Trust me.
Yeah. So, but no, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And for those of you on YouTube, if you have not joined EYL University, please do so, because there's a lot of other programs out there that are not 1/18th is good. You get a whole bunch of value. And it's not anyone that you guys have seen me with yet. We got the dream team coming, but tune in next week, please.
Definitely.
For sure. So, all right, brother. I appreciate you, man.
Always love.
Thank you to everybody that checked in. And yeah, we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, tomorrow, episode 70.
Oh yeah, tomorrow.
78?
79.
79 episodes.
Mental health episode.
Yeah.
Big one.
May is mental health month. So we are acknowledging that, and we're putting out a mental health episode.
It's about business though. He's a Charlemagne the God's investor. They have the first mental health gym.
Yeah.
Ever.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's a mental health gym, and they run it like a fitness gym, but it's for mental health. So they got like different sessions that you can go to. Where it's like a monthly membership, and it's really dope.
It's an incredible story, an incredible place, and it's definitely needed in this time. So,
who's the founder of it?
They're gonna have to watch.
Put me on the spot.
They're gonna have to watch. They're gonna have to watch. We're gonna give away a whole segment. They're gonna have to watch, man.
Y'all tune in. I'm gonna listen to it. I can't wait.
Shout out to Detroit. What up, though?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, y'all.
All right, brother.
EYL, we love you. YouTube, y'all was amazing again tonight. We love you.
Y'all got the best comments ever on YouTube. Y'all are crazy.
I'm just here for the comment.
Bro, always love you.
Peace.
Peace.